Thank you, Madam Chair, and distinguished members of the committee, and to my fellow mayors. It's an honor to join you today. Atlanta is the center of a metropolitan area of more than 6 million people. It's often said that all roads lead through Atlanta, and if you visit, you will be faced with that harsh reality when you hit our infamous bumper to bumper traffic, probably only second to traffic that you will experience in Los Angeles. It is a visual reminder of just how concentrated our population has become. In fact, 83% of Americans now live in urban centers. As such, cities like Atlanta can serve as a microcosm of issues affecting the entire country, issues like climate change. Over the past year, we have all faced unprecedented challenges: a global pandemic punctuated by racial justice reckoning, an economic downturn, spikes in crime, and a once in a lifetime election. No one escaped 2020 unscathed, and for that reason, many have called COVID 19 the great equalizer. But I don't believe that is true at all. In fact, COVID has only exacerbated the vast inequities that exist within our society, inequities that are further inflamed by climate crisis that disproportionately affects our most vulnerable communities. So as we make the much needed turn toward recovery and we think about what it means to build back better, we can't ignore the role that climate justice must play in our plans for the future. This committee understands better than anyone how complex these issues truly are. Almost every challenge we face in the mayor's office, whether it's infrastructure challenges, unemployment, affordable housing, or transportation, can be connected to climate change, which is why the solution must be intersectional and must be as intersectional as the problem. When I became mayor of Atlanta, I set forth my vision for One Atlanta, a more affordable, resilient, and equitable city for all. Central to that vision are collaborative, bold, innovative ideas that address climate change, create economic opportunity, and confront injustice head on. That is why we are committed to 100% clean energy by 2035 and sustainable food access to as many residents as possible. We also established a community led clean energy advisory board and joined the American Cities Climate Challenge. Work like this requires targeted investments in American cities to build out our nation's sustainable infrastructure, to create well paying jobs, and to support a resilient, clean energy future. In many infrastructure and economic recovery, in any infrastructure and economic recovery package, we also urge you to prioritize and expand programs where funds flow directly to cities from the federal government, prioritize local government led processes for federal funds that flow to the states to improve inclusivity and accountability, ensure that federal programs and funding prioritize disadvantaged communities and allow sufficient administrative and implementation flexibility to meet local needs, ensure that federal spending is accompanied by workforce standards that prioritize job quality and equitable access to well paying, high road careers. Cities face specific challenges unique to their geographical areas and therefore require flexible funding, direct grants, block grants, et cetera, that allow cities to address their distinct challenges efficiently and innovatively while remaining accountable to grant requirements. While I sit here today in my capacity as mayor of Atlanta, first and foremost, I am a mother of four children with asthma. Just 2 weeks ago, I sat in the doctor's office with my son who has mild chronic asthma, as the doctor shared with me that the entire week his office had been flooded with children because the air quality was so poor just 2 weeks ago in Atlanta. So I know firsthand how climate change can affect real people in their everyday lives. We are dealing with it in my household. This is not an esoteric problem that we face as elected officials. It's a real world crisis that has already hit home for people around the world. Passage of the American Jobs Plan, including direct support to cities, will build a more equitable and resilient country. and your action will save lives. Thank you for the opportunity to join you today.